So, on a few of my videos talking about Warhammer 40k battles and stories, I get a few comments like this. Well, that story is stupid. Or, that doesn't make any sense. Now, I don't want this to come off as an attack on those people. If you don't like the story, you don't like it. But when I try to press people on those opinions, it turns out they are just ignoring context. For example, when it came to the Siege of Fenris, people are aghast that the Space Wolves would let the Inquisition, including the Grey Knights, purge the population of Fenris. Even though the Siege of Fenris, the story makes it abundantly clear the Space Wolves are crippled at that point. They don't have the numbers or the ammunition to resist the Inquisition in this way. And Logan Grimnar had to make a hard choice. He either does the sneaky thing and saves whoever he can while letting the Inquisition have what they want, or the Space Wolves, one of the original founding chapters, just goes extinct. That's not stupid, that's very consistent. The Space Wolves are much smarter and much more clever than a lot of people give them credit for. And they don't pick fights when they know they can't win. That's not stupid or bad storytelling, that is context to the situation. Then there was the terminus decree that the Grey Knights Codex revealed. People just ignore or miss the context of, this is the final sanction, the final order that may or may not come. And that the Grey Knights will not survive. Along with the fact that the Grey Knights have backdoor access into the Imperial Palace if they need to. Is it ever going to happen? Since GW basically said it, no it's not. Context is very important. Just because you miss the details doesn't mean they're not there. Now again, this is not me saying you're not allowed to not like something, but you can't say something is stupid when you're not paying attention to the context. A stupid plot is like Sword Art Online's first villain not really having a good reason as to why he put microwaves inside VR helmets. Creating your own world does not mean putting microwaves inside VR helmets, you get me? Horus Heresy's Furious Abyss turned out to be a pointless story because everything happened in it didn't matter. And it was written at a time where we didn't have established characters for the Space Wolves, the Ultramarines, the Thousand Sons, and so on. Meaning that you have legions from 30k acting like they're chapters from 40k. That's dumb. But yeah, when it comes to a story, think about the context to the situation first. Because trust me, the Space Wolves being able to fight the Inquisition and the Grey Knights after being mauled by the Alpha Legion of the Thousand Sons is much dumber than you think it is.